Hi, my name is Tiara Everett. Thanks for joining me for this Futures project. The future of women's rights in Pakistan is, well, let's just say it's progressing, but very, very slowly. For example, now it's commonplace to see a women's march in the public square, whereas 20 years ago, that would not have been tolerated in the least. Women have begun to slowly come out of their private lives and realize they do have a say in their future, contrary to what the extremist groups would like them to think. This is all due to the increase in awareness and education for women and its impact on all of society. Regardless of whether a woman is involved in the working class or stays at home with the children all her life, education is vital. Women who are not formally educated have higher risk of preventable diseases, malnutrition, high infant and maternal mortality, child marriage, domestic and sexual violence, and sons who are recruited to militant groups. This woman's husband threw acid in her face because she refused to sell her sons for camel racers. She represents the majority of the women in a nation who have no way of defending themselves, nor do they even realize it's even a possibility. Looking to the future of education and equal rights for women, journalist Rafia Zakaria sheds light on Prime Minister Imran Khan's influence on the subject. Quote, "If Khan keeps his pro-military stance and wants to appease the militants within the country, his Pakistan will not be a progressive country committed to gender equality. Religious hardliners in Pakistan have, in the past, opposed legislation that criminalizes domestic violence, saying that would westernize society. They are unlikely to change this stance." End quote. While this perspective sheds a dark shadow on the future of education for girls and women in Pakistan, there is good to be seen. Oh, excuse me. Let me go back just a second. So this graph is showing, as you can see, the access to education in Pakistan by gender, ages 5 to 17 in millions. So obviously, especially in primary school, the gender gap is significant. And this is pretty unsurprising. Um, but like I said, there is good to be seen. Journalist Shafiq Khokar describes a seminar held in Faisalabad entitled "Empowering Women for a Stronger Society." They wanted to help women understand their rights because, quote, "increasing their power and presence in the social, political, legal, and economic sphere will contribute to the development of the nation." Kayani from the Arat Foundation says, quote, "It might take another 10 to 20 years to change society's mindset and public will. That's a challenge for both the government and civil society." 6 out of 10 of the world's poorest people are female, according to the UN. Giving girls and women tools to fight their way out of poverty begins with education. So, in conclusion, the deprivation of rights affects not just women, but the entire nation. Girls are denied education because they're forced to marry young, have babies, and work in ignorance. Women and girls are treated as second-class citizens and are sexually abused with little to no accountability for the predator. When women are allowed to work, their working conditions are poor and have little opportunity to grow and improve their station. This slow progress doesn't mean the future for women in Pakistan is doomed. Progress, even if it is slow, is progress and brings hope for further change. There are multiple angles to take in bridging the gap in gender equality. Many times all it takes is one brave voice to rally the troops, and this is happening one voice at a time, including Malala and her book. Change is happening, and we see it. And in the words of Greg Mortensen, you can drop bombs, send in troops, build roads, put in electricity, or hand out condoms, but unless the girls are educated, a society will not change. And the future of Pakistan is, in my opinion, bright if this progress continues to be made one voice at a time. Thank you.